Perception takes you out because eyes look out, ears look out. Whereas, what is the nature of the self? We saw asabdam asparsham arupam abhyayam tatharasam nityam agandhavachyate. Asabdam, not a sound. Who you are is not a sound, not a touch, not a taste, not a smell, not a sight. So eyes cannot see, ears cannot hear, tongue cannot taste. All that the tongue taste, all that the ears hear, sound. All the sense organs perceive corresponding sense objects. So sense, they can't see yourself. In whose presence, yena, by whose presence perception takes place, he Nachiketas, that you are. Individually, each sensation, collectively, as in Maithuna, in a physical, sexual relationship. Think. If you consider, watch out, if you consider any of these sensations as a pleasure, you shall be continuously thinking about it. Sometimes people find it difficult. Oh, how do I know myself? How do I recognize myself? People will find it the question very, very difficult. How do I find myself? What happens when this imagery, when you see, a person is very orthodox. He says, oh, what is this language, Maithuna? He talks about the physical part, sexual part of it, because usually it's a taboo subject. Understand, when a doctor is treating you, there is no taboo. Doctor is diagnosing, there is no taboo there. He can touch you anywhere because he is looking at your physical body. He's a doctor. He's not treating you. Think of it. He's a doctor. He's treating you. There is no taboo subject for the doctor. Body is. There is no part which is taboo for the doctor because from top to toe he must understand. A physician which is dealing with the body, from top to toe he must do it. The person who is dealing with the mind must deal with every emotion. And the most emotions, please understand, most emotions comes out of physical relationship, highest emotion. Do you fight with the food? Think, what is your emotion in relation to food? Sound, taste, touch. Whereas another person, very complicated. With the food comes your obsession. With sex comes your obsession. Understand? If you consider that, if you equate that sensation with happiness, then what will happen? You will remember all that time, those things. Sometimes you ask that question, no? Oh, so difficult to remember myself. Shankara gives an example. Deliberately I am bringing that example to you because this imagery, physical, sexual imagery, usually not very much accepted in the orthodox circle. But look at Shankara. I think you should write a book on sexual imagery in Shankara. So many times, so many places he has referred to, you cannot believe it. One example I will give you. How do I remember myself? So difficult to remember myself. He says, no, it's not difficult for you. Why? Yosha jaramibam priya. Like a woman or a man who has a secret lover. Jara. Jara means a secret lover. Man or woman doesn't matter. If you are loving somebody in secret, away from your legal ones, understand? Away from your legal ones, you are continuously thinking about those for 24 hours. Your mind simultaneously processing. In the background, you are thinking of that man or woman. But you are living with your house, living with your body, living with your world, doing everything. But in the background, you are continuously thinking, are you going crazy? He gives another example. Like a mother and child. The lady who comes to work in your house, he may look after your child, but she is continuously thinking of her child. Will she ever forget? One who guards your son, he also thinks of his son all the time. So simultaneously your mind can do 100 things. Are you getting that point, please? So don't say, how do I remember myself? You can. Being yourself and think of other things also. So if you consider any one of these things as source of your happiness, a sound or a touch or a taste or a smell or a sex, that remains in the background. But suppose you think, I am the happiness, that is my source, I am the source. What shall you think of? Nothing. Your functional mind, thereafter you have a fantastic mind. Absolutely settled with itself. Happy with yourself. You thereafter may look for a sound, touch, taste, smell, a personal relationship, that is your choice. If it is there, excellent. Not there, fantastic. Nothing is a problem anymore. Are you getting that point, please? Nothing is a problem. That is why, please live in the freedom. No perception, no sensation. You should make it a master. I don't want to use the word, no perception should enslave you. Perceptions don't enslave. You make it your master. Change the language. Are you getting that? Perceptions don't enslave you. Sensations don't enslave you. You make it your master. Right or wrong? Think for yourself. What do? You make it a master. They don't enslave you. Does the drug enslave you, or you become a slave of a drug? When it comes to inanimate sense objects do not enslave you because they don't have a mind of their own. If you are obsessed with food, this food has made a slave out of you, or you have made the food a master of yourself. If a sound has enslaved you, sound, taste, are you getting that? Same point you take everywhere, whether it is a sound or a touch or a taste or a smell. Yes, a person can manipulate, can make you a slave, unconsciously makes you dependent on himself or herself. That can happen. That also, if you are not aware. If you choose to be a slave of somebody, are you a slave or master? Are you getting that? When somebody gets angry with you, you deliberately give him the satisfaction that he is the boss. If you give somebody the satisfaction of he or she being a boss, who is the boss? You are the boss, because you can manipulate any time. So see that for yourself, where you are always happy with yourself. Therefore, in whose presence your thought, perception, every sensation is registered. That is your nature. So, can you really miss it? You can miss a sound. Listen carefully to that language. You can miss a sound because it may or may not be there. You can miss a touch. You can miss a taste. You can miss a smell. You can miss a personal relationship. Can you miss yourself? The beauty of this knowledge is that You cannot miss yourself. Why? It's not a sight, it's not a drushya to be nashya. It's not perceived to be dismissed. It is the subject. Are you getting that?